Hello, and welcome to Allegedly, a pop culture podcast. I am your host, Jordan. I grew up with celebrity drama from Us Weekly, People, TMZ, all thanks to my best friend, mom, and co-host, Beth. Hello. Pop culture became our way of life, so here we are, tuning in to discuss our top stories of the week. Hi, Mom.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. We are weirdly recording on Sunday. I am going to be editing today on Sunday, and the episode will be out tomorrow. I'm a little nervous for the rest of my day.
You work well under pressure.
I do.
This is in your wheelhouse.
And luckily I have nothing else planned, so it should be okay.
Yeah, I think you did do well.
I'm excited for this episode because I kind of have a little more structure.
Nice.
So we'll be doing our top stories, some honorable mentions, and then I'm throwing in a little pop culture trivia for you.
Nice.
Test your knowledge.
All right. I'm excited.
Jump right in. I have a big story. It's kind of been big in the media, I guess. It feels like a very niche topic because it's about women's soccer. Do you know anything about any women's soccer players?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Do you know anything about Sophia Bush,
One
the
Tree
actress?
Hill.
Okay.
Well, I didn't even watch One Tree Hill, so I've never seen. I think Sophia Bush played in like a cop show, maybe, or
yes,
she was a
Rookie
fireman?
Blue.
Yes. I mean, I didn't watch it, but
The Rookie. It's one of those.
Yeah.
she did.
yeah. So that's my extent of her.
Okay. Well, you know of her.
Yeah.
Recap on Sophia Bush. So she was married to this guy, Grant, and they split up in June after 13 months of marriage. Just wasn't going to work out, apparently. I don't know. So she also co-owns the Angel City FC soccer team in LA.
Oh, she co-owns them?
Co-owns them. And
With who?
So according to the Angel City FC Wikipedia page, the team was announced with a majority female ownership group led by actress Natalee Portman, venture capitalist Kara Northman, entrepreneur Julie Ehrman, and venture capitalist Alexis Ohanian? I don't know.
Alexis Ohanian or something like that?
Isn't that
That's the husband.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know why whoever wrote that is wrong on the Wikipedia page because that's the
that's
he came up with Reddit and sold it, and he's married to
one of the
Serena Williams.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, she co-owns it with a bunch of women.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that means she goes to lots of games, interacts with a lot of female soccer stars.
Mm-hmm.
One of them being Ashlyn
Harris,
and her wife, Allie Krieger, who is retiring. She just recently announced her retirement from soccer.
Mm-hmm.
She's like a big star, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Sports. Well,
Yay,
she
sports.
was married. So Allie and Ashlyn were married. They have been together married for 4 years. And Ashlyn just announced her divorce from Allie in September. Now, it all comes back to Sophia Bush because Ashlyn and Sophia were on a panel at the Cannes Film Festival doing panel interview questions, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently they struck up a friendship and potential romance, and that was in June. So,
and now she's a lesbian.
I'm assuming she's bisexual. She's been linked with men and married to men. And I just don't know if it was fully known that Sophia Bush was bisexual.
Yeah. Interesting.
So since then, Ashlyn and Sophia have been seen together, but not actually together.
Mm-hmm.
They went to a movie premiere or a movie together, and Ashlyn snuck in and apparently sat with Sophia. So now that Ashlyn filed for divorce, in September, just very recently, she had removed the title of wife from her Instagram description and changed it to Proud Mommy. And she also, at one point, took out the whole mom thing in her bio and then got a lot of backlash. And now it's been put back in. But they have, Ashlyn and Allie have 2 children together. They adopted right after their births. So it's speculated that there's cheating involved. Allie Krieger posted a Instagram post, and it was preparing for playoffs while in my Beyonce Lemonade era. And Beyonce's Lemonade album is all about Jay-Z cheating on her and Beyonce finding out.
Oh, yikes.
Do you know anything about the Lemonade album?
No.
Literally, Jay-Z didn't know anything about this album until it dropped. And it was Beyonce's big visual album, and it was all about her knowing he
Is that
cheated.
Becky with the good hair?
Yes, and not to do it. So Allie posted that post, and then her brother commented on it and was like, love you, so proud of you. These hoes ain't loyal, but me and your fans are. And then all of these other women soccer stars were commenting, like showing their support for her. And apparently everyone is Team Allie in this divorce scandal. And
But Sophia's with Ashlyn, the other one.
Yes. So
Okay.
Ashlyn, it's speculation that she cheated on Allie with Sophia Bush.
Another interesting fun fact, Sophia Bush. Do you know David Foster?
Yes, it's about Aaron Foster.
Yes. Cheated. Well, she was dating Chad Michael Murray and living with Chad Michael Murray. And Chad Michael Murray was cheating on Sarah Foster or Aaron Foster. Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron with Sophia Bush before they got married.
So Hillary Burton, who is a star of One Tree Hill also, is best friends with Sophia Bush.
Yeah.
Came out and made an Instagram post in regards to Aaron coming out with the allegation. And she said, oof, cringe. I got off of my red-eye flight home and multiple people had sent me this headline. As the person who had front row seats then, this wasn't it. We were all told you'd broken up, which is why our guy was pursuing her. Now this is being spun to make my sister look like a brazen harlot. And if she's anyone's harlot, she's mine. Happy to discuss Aaron Foster, she tagged her. You also deserve truth. There are so many unnamed sources making claims about the woman I love, so fuck it. I'll be the named source. A lot of internet voices being nasty, and as the person who knows the real timeline, it would be laughable if it wasn't so hurtful. So, Hillary Burton is saying that Sophia didn't actually, or that Chad Michael Murray didn't actually cheat on Aaron Foster.
Yeah. Interesting.
I haven't seen Aaron respond to that, but I just shut you down real quick.
Yeah.
I came with the information for that one.
You did. You pulled that right out of your pocket.
Okay. Anyway, so it's just all over TikTok. It's all over the internet. Everyone is like coming for Ashlyn Harris hard and Sophia Bush hard because nobody likes a cheater.
Yep.
So,
Crazy.
Girls, gays, and theys are up in arms on TikTok. And I thought it was...
Girls, gays, and theys?
The girls, gays, and theys.
Oh, that's
You've
awesome.
Never heard that? No. Up in arms over this crisis that's happening in the female soccer community.
Wow.
And it's overlapping with Hollywood, so I thought it was important.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right, next story. What you got?
I actually have a little Natalee Holloway update. Do you remember Natalee Holloway?
I know she was kidnapped in Aruba.
Mm-hmm.
On our senior trip?
Yes.
How long ago was that? What year?
I think it was like...
Was I alive?
Yes, you were. But it's been 20 years.
Okay,
so
early 2000s.
Yeah. Or I think it was literally like 2002.
Okay.
Yeah. So she went on a senior trip. She's from Alabama. She went on a senior trip. And they couldn't find her by the time that the trip was ready to leave and come home. Come to find out, she left the hotel with this guy, Jordan Vandersloot. And he has been accused of her murder for 20 years, but there's never been any proof. So a few years after she disappeared, he contacted Natalee Holloway's mother and tried to extort money from her, like $250,000, saying, I'll tell you where her body is and what happened, but you have to pay me. In the meantime, Jordan Vandersloot met another woman in Peru, and she was in the hotel room. He went down to get some croissants or breakfast or something. She got on his computer, looked up who he actually was because it was going to be like a one-night stand for her. He came back into the room, saw her on the computer, and pulled up like all the stuff about Natalee Holloway. Killed her. He killed her. So he's in jail.
Wow.
He's in prison in Peru for that murder. Well, 20 years later, he is being charged for the extortion crimes and money fraud that he tried to get from Natalee Holloway's parents. And now he has come out and he actually confessed to her murder, and that he was the last one who's seen her alive, that they left the bar that they were at, went to the beach, started making out. He tried to fill her up and she said no, and he went to do it again and she kneed him in the crotch. And he was so pissed, he jumped up, kicked her in the face. And he said at this point, she could have already been dead.
Wow.
With the kick in the face.
Wow.
But there was a cinder block on the beach, and he went and bashed her head, smashed it with a cinder block, and then drug her into the ocean. And that's the last time that that was it. That's where she is. And they have searched the entire island of Aruba for 20 years looking for Natalee. And the mom came out at the press conference and said, this is it. This man's finally not a suspect anymore. He has admitted to it. He has told in detail what he did to my daughter, and he can't be charged for that, but he is being charged for the extortion. So he's going to serve another 20 years in prison after his sentence for killing the girl in Peru. Like, piece of shit guy.
Wow.
Piece of shit. But I'm so glad her parents have closure.
Yeah. I mean, as much as they're going to get, it's devastating.
Yeah.
That's a horrible.
Oh, when this happened, people were like, it put the tourist people scared to death. My friends and I actually went to Puerto Vallarta maybe the next year or 2 years later, and we were still so scared. Like, we were going to get kidnapped. We had decided, I won a trip on the radio and went to Puerto Vallarta, and we had already decided, like, we are going to stay at the hotel. We're not leaving. Like, whatever we're going to do, it's going to be here. Like, we'll just hang out at the resort.
Did you stick to that?
No.
I didn't think so.
No. We actually met a really nice family who had sons our age.
Oh, of course.
So we went on a couple excursions with their whole family.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then at night we went out to bars, but we had, guys our age that were with us. But
Natalee Holloway thought she had a guy her age safely there too.
True, but she went by herself, and I would have never left my friend. She would have never left me. But scary.
Oh. I saw that he's married and has a daughter.
Who?
Joran Vandersloot. I should have went back to Natalee Holloway. I don't know these random men you went to Puerto Vallarta with. And it sounded like you're saying Jordan, but it's Joran.
Yeah, Joran.
Yeah, so he got married and has a kid while he's in prison, and apparently it's not a terrible prison. Like, he can kind of do whatever he wants
and have sex and get women pregnant.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So yeah, he'll finish serving his sentence there before he's extradited here to serve his extortion crimes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to be buried under the prison.
He's only 36 currently. That's crazy. So he was her age also? He was a teenager?
Yeah. I think he was 21.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long after the Natalee Holloway murder did the murder happen of the girl in Peru? Do you know?
With definitely within 5 years. I mean, it wasn't long.
So he had always been a psychotic person.
Yes.
Okay. So 5 years after Holloway's death, he killed a Peruvian woman.
Yeah. Look at me, 5 years.
Yeah. In 2010. Wow. That's crazy. He was sentenced to 28 years in prison for her death. It's terrifying.
Yeah. Terrifying.
I mean, good update. I thought that was really cool. I hope we get more cold cases solved. Yeah. I mean, I don't really know if that one's really a cold case if he had already been a suspect for so long.
Yeah, but there was no closure. Like, they couldn't close the case.
Oh, duh.
Because they didn't know what happened to her. They just assumed that she's dead. And fun fact, Natalee Holloway's mother, I don't know if she married or was dating John Benet Ramsey's dad.
What?
Yes.
How? That's a weird connection.
They both lost children. They were both in the media. And I don't know who reached out to who, but they were dating.
Wow.
Yeah. They may have even got married. I'm not sure. But how random.
That is really random. I mean, I guess they could bond over.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Not knowing what happened to your child.
Yeah.
Both of them. We still don't know what happened to John Benet.
No.
I mean, I think the brother
did it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe we need to start a cold case podcast.
I would hate to accuse an innocent man because I've seen, them. A lot of people say the brother didn't do it, but that one documentary, it definitely painted it out to be the brother, and it 100% just put it in my brain, and that's all I think of.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, they definitely pointed the brother.
Did you know that John Stamos is releasing a book also on October 24th, just like Britney Spears?
What does John Stamos have to talk about?
It's a memoir about his life.
About his days on
Full House?
Full House.
Okay.
I was like, Family Ties?
Well, you're going to feel real bad when I tell you the expose, the exclusives that have already dropped.
Oh, no.
So you haven't heard anything?
No.
Okay. Well, it came out. He was sexually abused by his babysitter.
Shut up.
He packed it away and it didn't come back up until he was writing this book. He said Yes. He said, "It took me writing a book to realize her alleged actions were inappropriate. I mean, I knew it was always in the back, and I do so much advocacy for the survivors," he says. "I felt like I remembered it slightly. It has always been there, but I packed it away as people do, right? At the time, Stamos didn't tell anyone, as he claims. I think I told myself, like, it's girls, man. It was like you're playing dead, so they'll stop. But it wasn't totally aggressive, he recalls. I don't know. It was not good.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
How old was he, did it say? I mean, obviously a little boy.
He doesn't say. I'm assuming he probably does in the book, but the excerpt, it doesn't. It just says a traumatic period from his childhood for the first time. And a former babysitter. So he had to be pretty young.
Wow. I don't know if I want to read a book about that, though.
It's not the main thing. He literally says he didn't want to make the headlines to be that. He didn't want to write the book over that.
Yeah.
It was just a page or something, but he felt like he had to talk about it. That it was weird. It was something that he thinks he was probably 10 or 11 when it happened.
Oh, wow.
So that came out so far. And then he also talked about his marriage to Rebecca Romijn and how he hated her. He thought she was like the devil when they divorced. And he says they haven't spoken since their divorce.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bitter.
But no, he doesn't reflect on it with bitterness anymore. He's grown and has respect for her now.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that must have come with writing the book too.
And he has a little baby now, right?
Yeah.
He's 60 years old with a 2-year-old.
He is currently 60 years old and he's a dad to a 5-year-old.
5-year-old. It's good looking for 60 years old.
He really is. He doesn't look 60.
No.
Okay, anyway. So he said that it took him years and years to heal from his divorce. They were married in 1998 and divorced 6 years later. He said, my first marriage was shattering to me. I was shattered for way too long, too, he told People. In my mind back then, she was a devil and I just hated her. I couldn't believe how much I hated her and it ruined my life. The actor's road to healing from the split was not healthy, quote unquote, he said, admitting that he began leaning on alcohol to cope. He also said he believes their career trajectories played a big part in their breakup. Quote, it was very much the opinion that she dumped me because her career was going great and mine wasn't. And that's humiliating, Stamos said. I don't blame her for it. It was just a perception that people took. And maybe they weren't wrong. She was doing great at the time and I wasn't. Eventually, he said he realized she wasn't the devil and maybe as much to blame as her. Now he's grateful for how the experience shaped him. He's now married to an actor, Caitlin McHugh, and they share a 5-year-old son, Billy. Without that, I would have never known what a real love is, and I would have never straightened up to get someone like Caitlin in my life. Aww. If I didn't go through all the things, all the heartache, I wouldn't be who I am today. That's why I hope people take away from this book.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm curious to know what other things. I guess I don't really know too much about John Stamos and his life, other than Full House.
Yeah.
He remained best friends with Bob Saget.
Yeah.
And I knew he was married to Rebecca Romijn at one point. But I still was pretty young, so I don't know a lot of that. And she's now married to Jerry O'Connell, and they've been together for 20-something years.
Yeah.
That's who I think of when I think of the other person. Rebecca Romijn, I think Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah. Yeah.
John Stamos.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And his book comes out the same day as Britney's. Tuesday is going to be busy. I've already got the Britney's book pre-purchased on my Audible app, and it's only 5 hours long, so I will have lots to report.
Did you know that the interview, so she did an interview with People Magazine promoting her book. The interview was conducted all via email.
Probably because it's not her.
That's what people are speculating on the internet.
Yeah.
It was all email. The photo shoot wasn't them. It was pictures given by Britney Brand Inc. or whatever. So is it Britney or is it not?
It's probably not. She is not stable to be having to do interviews and be questioned about things that happened in this book. I mean, she is referring to an abortion that she got at 19 when Justin Timberlake impregnated her.
Wow.
And I don't think we should be talking about abortions, but about anybody. I think that's her own private business. And
but she put it in a book, so it's now public.
I know. And yes, so now it's so awkward because she's making it public, and now she's going to have to answer questions about it. And I wonder if Justin Timberlake was even given the heads up, because now he's going to be asked about it. And that's just not a thing that, you should be answering to people.
And it put him, it's already painted him in such a bad light, saying he didn't want to be a father.
Yeah. He
made her do it.
And
it was all private.
Take the abortion pill at home because he didn't want her to go to the hospital, and how terrible feeling that was. And she cried the whole time. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, we shouldn't know this stuff. This poor girl has been through so much, and there's so much speculation about her already. Like, no wonder.
But it's a memoir. So when people write memoirs, they include almost every high and low moment of their life. And this, for her, is a big moment.
Yeah.
And it's a part of her story.
I just don't know why we need to know all this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I don't know why we need to know about John Stamos' sexual assault.
I mean,
either.
you say you don't know why we need to know all of this, but you're already pre-ordered the book. Like, you are ready to hear all of it.
Well,
and everything.
yeah, because it's out there, but it's really none of my business.
But you're going to partake in the information.
I know. I can't be the only one not knowing. I'm going to have to know now. But, I mean, the conservatorship seems, nowadays, it seems like it was the right move for her parents to make.
Yeah. And she's not even, doing the audio for the book.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know, like, really what is she a part of? Like, what is she doing? Like, did she actually answer the questions via email? Did she actually take those pictures? Like, some people on the internet on TikTok were saying, like, they look AI, like they don't even look real.
Yeah. She's already deleted her Instagram account.
Did she really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Probably because people are blowing it up because her book's about to come out. And she says, she posted that she doesn't like the headlines that are coming out.
Oh, I did see that.
And,
she didn't want to offend anyone, is what she said.
Yeah. And she said that she cheated on Justin
with Wade, the backup dancer.
Do you know who he is?
No.
He's the one that accused Michael Jackson of molestation. He's the one that's still accusing of Michael Jackson.
Really?
Yes. He was in one of the documentaries at first when he was a little kid saying, and I think he even went to court and said, no, nothing happened. He was a nice guy. Like, nothing happened. But then after he passed away, he came out and saying all this stuff that Michael Jackson abused me, molested me for years. But you originally said nothing happened. And now he's passed away and he can't even defend himself after he's already been acquitted in court.
But as a kid, you're so impressionable, and it's probably easy for a parent to be like, okay, like, this is what you're going to say. This is what you're going to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the parents could have been like paid. I don't know.
Oh, for sure.
And now he is a grown adult and can say things on his own.
Yeah.
I did watch a documentary a few years ago. I wonder if he was on there and I just didn't know that's who that was.
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you have any other top stories?
I have a little, so weird. Kanye West has spoken out and said that he has autism from a car wreck that he had in 2008. And text messages were released from him to Elon Musk because supposedly they're friends. And he told Elon Musk, hey, you can't watch Kim keep my kids from me and not publicly say anything, but then still tell people we're friends so I can bring my audience to your struggling platform of X, which was Twitter. So he was like, I'm going to tell people to stop going to Twitter if you don't say something publicly about Kim.
Why should Elon have to say something publicly about Kim? That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
What did Elon,
weird.
Did he respond?
No.
Okay.
But Kanye said, the next text message was like, because Elon didn't respond, and the next one, Kanye said, say less. And then it shows him forwarding those text messages to his like partner, business partner, or friend or something. He's like, get this out to the public.
When has Elon ever mentioned, does he,
well,
there's a friendship there? I'm just confused on what?
What's interesting is Kanye was suspended by Elon from using Twitter when he posted, I don't see how many years ago, but not too long ago, he posted some anti-Semitic.
That's right. Okay,
anti-Semitic statements on Twitter. So Elon suspended his account. So I don't even know if he's even back on Twitter and he's trying to get back on Twitter.
I haven't seen anything.
I deleted it when Elon took over, and then my feed was all jacked up. Like, I was seeing things that were like 6 days old and not seeing stuff that
Well, now current. It's like separated. There's like a following tab where it'll just show you the people you're following. And then there's like a For You tab where it kind of brings like suggested posts like based off of the content that you do follow.
Oh, like TikTok?
Yes, but they're just tweets.
Okay.
so it's like 2 separate panels.
Yeah.
Not panels, but like tabs, I guess.
Yeah.
And you can click back and forth.
Yeah, I don't even have it anymore.
Not much has changed, honestly.
I don't even know. Do people still tweet?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's like a large following for Twitter, now X. I don't have any big stories, but I have some extra stuff. Mm-hmm. So, did you know Gigi Hadid and Bradley Cooper are dating?
So crazy.
Well, she has been linked to Leonardo DiCaprio like off and on for like the last year. So I'm pretty sure she's been dating him off and on. Maybe not like exclusively because he's still always seen with other models.
Yeah.
But apparently they broke up. And now she and Bradley Cooper are dating.
What's the age difference? He's in his 40s.
Yes.
Late 40s, I would assume.
Yes. So Gigi Hadid is 28 years old and Bradley Cooper is 48 years old. That's a 20-year age difference.
Wow.
But they're both parents. I saw an article saying that she really likes that he's a dad. Mm-hmm. So I think that she's not, a typical 28-year-old. She's like a mother. And like that's a big part of her identity. Like she no longer takes modeling gigs that she doesn't feel are representative of her as a mother.
That's nice. Mm-hmm. I haven't heard anything from Bella Hadid in a minute.
Oh my gosh. Bella Hadid was just spotted in Fort Worth at the Stockyards.
What?
Yes. So Bella is a big horse girl. She like grew up into equestrian and all that kind of stuff. And now she's like getting back into competing and stuff like that. And she was spotted at the Stockyards making out in broad daylight with a cowboy.
What?
Yes. Hold on, let me see.
If I saw Bella Hadid walking around the Stockyards, I don't even know if I'd recognize her.
She was spotted making out in the Stockyards with Adon Banulos. He's a horse rider and trainer. He doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. Like, there's not...
He's just a normal person.
Yes. He's just a normal, like, trainer, horse guy. Like, he's big in that field, apparently. Mm-hmm. But he is going to take off and skyrocket for being attached to Bella Hadid now.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to give you a timeline of Bradley Cooper and Gigi Hadid's relationship.
Yeah.
They have been linked together since early October, but we know that Irina Shayk, Bradley Cooper's ex, I don't even think they were married. I think they're just exes.
Right.
They have a daughter together. She's 6. They were just seen vacationing in August together. It was just a family vacation. For some reason to me, they always look like a couple. But I think it's like two hot people you put together. They just look like they could be together, like always. But I'm thinking they're just really good co-parents.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The vacation actually came after the news that, Irina was dating Tom Brady. So that's all August. But just this past week, a report came out that Irina and Tom Brady broke up. Mm-hmm. And then we also...
Do we know why?
It just said it fizzled out. So...
he's not busy. Like, he's not playing football.
He's on a super yacht. You haven't seen him just shirtless on his yacht all by himself. I thought they were kind of cute together. I don't know.
Is Giselle dating anybody now?
I know she was linked to her
like jiu-jitsu
trainer. I haven't seen if they're still being connected.
Yeah.
So then Gigi also was dating Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm wondering if that's how they met. They just happened to be on the same mega yacht. Probably not. Gigi's a good mom. She's in Pennsylvania on the ranch all the time. So Gigi and Leonardo broke up in September. And then Gigi and Bradley have been linked together since early October. They went on a dinner date in New York City, and they were spotted getting into the same SUV. There's pictures of them together.
And did you see the outfit he was wearing?
What was he wearing? I saw the pictures, but I can't remember.
It was like dirty sweats, and they were pulled down so low that you could see his underwear. Oh, yeah. And it was Ellen's underwear line.
Yeah, that's a more recent picture. Yeah, he had Ellen underwear
so
on.
Dirty.
I don't know what they were doing.
Like, he looked like he's just been crawling around in the ground.
Maybe it was one of their dates. I don't know.
You can't look like that standing next to Gigi Hadid.
That's true. So they've been spotted in New York City, and then they've also been taking weekend trips. Guess, I know you're not going to be able to guess, but guess where they've been taking their weekend romantic getaway trips.
No clue.
Rhode Island. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Taylor Swift has been lending them her house, her
She is
mansion.
Just passing out houses to all crazy? Her friends.
She's been letting them use it on like weekends to get away from the public eye.
Wow.
Which, fun fact, she owns the most expensive mansion in all of Rhode Island.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. But anyway, so Bradley and Gigi are reportedly just like having fun hanging out.
Like playing
and
house
taking
in someone
weekend
else's
trips
house.
and literally playing house in someone else's house.
Crazy. I mean, like, where is she living? Sophie's in her apartment in New York and Gigi's in her house in Rhode Island. Like, where's she living?
She's probably staying with Travis in his new mansion. Did you see that?
True. He did.
He has upgraded his mansion. He was living in like a smaller $995,000 mansion in Kansas City.
Bachelor pad.
It pretty much.
I mean, he probably had like milk carts for the coffee table and dartboards on the wall.
It started to become like such a big safety risk pretty much for them because like his security was parked out and her security was parked out and it started to become a tourist attraction. He said paparazzi were outside all the time. Fans were like stopping by and camping out just to like get a glimpse. So he now lives in like a gated community in a new mansion for just a little under $6 million.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a massive upgrade.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's probably where Taylor's staying. Wow. And good for him. He probably needed it. I mean, I know he was like famous already, but
he probably has like beer stains all over the floor.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I saw pictures of it and it was modest for a mansion when you compare it to Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
But the new one's really nice. There's a lot going on.
Sheets don't match.
He is like 34. Come on.
Probably just sleeping with no sheets and just the comforter. Or definitely no top sheet, just the comforter.
That's gross.
Yeah.
He looks like he would have navy sheets.
Or black silk sheets.
Gross. That's funny.
And like the bathroom, there's like no toilet paper on the roll. It's like just the whole toilet paper is just like sitting up on the counter. Like he can't be bothered to change it.
No, Taylor Swift is going to swoop in, put some potpourri out, light some candles, incense, bake some cookies. She's a very big baker. I bet she uses kitchen.
True.
I'm kind of touching into honorable mentions, so I'm just going to move on with that. Do you have any more large stories to report?
No.
I'm going to need you to come more prepared next time. This is not working for me. The plan in my head is supposed to be a lot smoother.
Look, one time I came prepared, you had not one note written down. Then when I don't, like, you're all prepared. So we need to come up with a plan. Like, we're both going to be prepared.
You don't let me talk about it before. You're like, wait, save for the podcast. No,
you can't tell me stories.
Well, then how am I going to know what you have and what I have and that you don't have enough or I don't have enough?
Well, because we go back and forth and we talk about each other's stories.
Yeah, that's what
like,
just
we
doesn't
can't
feel.
have 5 apiece.
We need to do like 6, like 3 and 3.
3 and 3. We could do that.
Okay. Well, moving on to our honorable mentions. My Bella Hadid one was an honorable mention, but it just fit perfectly. So I covered that. I'm going to touch on Joshua Jackson. We meant to talk about this our first week that Joshua Jackson is getting divorced.
Pacey.
Yes, Pacey from Dawson's Creek. From Jodie. I want to say Jodie Foster, and that's not her name.
No.
Jodie something. Jodie Turner Smith.
Smith.
Okay. So Joshua Jackson and Jodie Turner Smith are getting divorced.
Right.
And it was like blindsided for him. He apparently didn't see it coming. They were in like a rough patch, but he was not thinking.
They've only been married like a year, right?
So they've been married for more than 3 years.
Oh, wow.
And they have a child. They have a daughter who was born in April 2020. So she's not very old. She's little.
Yeah, right when the pandemic started.
Wow. Well, anyway, so they're divorcing, and Joshua Jackson was just spotted at a concert with Lupita. Do you know how to say her last name?
No. Lunongo. Unongo. Lupita Malongo. DeLongo. Something.
I can spell it for you. Nyong apostrophe O. I just can't remember.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Sure. Sounds good. Well, she and her boyfriend just broke up after a year. She posted a like long Instagram like picture reel. What's it called? A carousel of pictures. Her and her boyfriend Salema Masika. Sure. They went public with their relationship in December 2020. Well, she just announced on Thursday that while there are much more important things going on in the world right now, She felt it's necessary for me to share a personal truth and publicly disassociate myself from someone I can no longer trust.
He said that?
She did. This is in her carousel picture she posted. I find myself in a season of heartbreak because of a love suddenly and devastatingly extinguished by deception. She also put that she felt the urge to run into the shadows and hide amid the heartbreak, but she's, I am reminded that the magnitude of the pain I'm feeling is equal to the measure of my capacity for love. And so I am choosing to face the pain, cultivating the courage to meet my life exactly as it is, and is trusting that this too shall pass. And then she even hashtagged breakup, which I think is really weird. Yeah. I don't know why she did that. So she clearly was cheated on. I mean, lies, deception. Yeah. That's alluding to a liar.
So what does this have to do with Joshua Jackson?
Now, on Wednesday, Janelle Monáe had a concert in Los Angeles, and Joshua Jackson was photographed alongside Lupita and some other friends. They were like standing close to each other in the audience. They didn't appear to be like cozying up or canoodling.
I mean, apparently. She kind of looks like his ex-wife.
Which is what I thought too, simply because they have like, shaved heads. And they're both beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. So that'll be interesting. I mean, they're obviously, I don't think either of them are in the right headspace to be dating new people. I think they're just friends. Yeah. But I thought that was random. Just random. I did not know that they ran in the same circles or anything. Side note, side story. My last honorable mention of a story is Timothée Chalamet. He just did like a big article with GQ and Variety. Like he's doing the works right now.
Willy Wonka's coming out.
Yes.
soon, right?
And I'm assuming that's what it's all for because that's coming out around Christmas.
I can't wait.
But he's also going to be playing Bob Dylan in a biopic.
Oh.
Did you know that?
I did not.
I could see it.
Yeah, definitely.
So he is actually training with Austin Butler's Elvis team.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Is he going to be Bob Dylan for the rest of our lives now?
I was thinking the same thing. So it says for an upcoming biopic, Chalamet says he's been Dylaning so hard and working from the Butler playbook.
God.
I can't overstate how inspiring it was to me personally. He's going to be Bob Dylan for the rest of his life. Yeah. He's going to be stuck.
And I can't tell you how annoying it was to hear Austin Butler still.
It just makes Austin Butler seem so pretentious. Like, just stop.
Stop.
So
we get your method acting, but come on.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen to Timothée. But I'm really excited for the Wonka movie.
Yeah, me too.
He's not who I
good.
thought would be Willy Wonka, but I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
I really like the previews, the trailers.
Yeah, it'll be good.
My last honorable mention is, do you remember Becca from The Bachelorette?
I know the name, but I didn't watch it.
So she also went on to Paradise. And did you watch Katie's season of The Bachelorette?
No. I only watched JoJo's.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, then this is not a story for you. Well, Becca met the quote unquote villain from Katie's season on The Bachelorette.
Man villain? Or another woman?
Wait. Thomas was painted as the villain on Katie's season of The Bachelorette.
Okay.
He turns out to be like a really nice guy and not a villain. Katie was completely wrong. And everybody saw that on Bachelor in Paradise when he was on there the next round or whatever. He met Becca Kufrin. She is a former Bachelorette, and she ended up on Paradise because she didn't find love. Well, her and Thomas made a connection and left the island engaged. And that's been like a couple years now. They recently just had a baby together.
Okay.
And they just got married. They just like eloped. And Katie sent them like pizza, like a food train meal, like offering an olive branch and saying like new parents deserve things. So that beef is squashed. Katie realized she was in the wrong, and Becca and Thomas are so cute together.
Oh, that's nice. I did watch Hannah Brown's a season.
Oh yeah, that was after JoJo.
Yeah. And then Colton.
Yeah, that was a shit show.
Yeah. But I am enjoying Special Forces with Nick Viall and Tyler Cameron. Both are on there.
Oh,
yeah, both were bachelors. They both were.
Tyler turned down Bachelor.
He was just on The Bachelorette.
He wanted to stay in like the good light everyone had him in.
True, good call.
Yeah.
He's still the favorite on here on Special Forces.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
Yeah, I like him.
He just took over like Page 6 Instagram and he's like posting thirst traps on TikTok and to each their own. Do your thing.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I got for stories. Are you ready for some trivia?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to test your knowledge.
I'm ready.
I'm going to give you an easy one first.
Okay.
And why were the words eras and Renaissance particularly relevant in 2023?
Duh. Taylor Swift's tour and Beyonce's tour.
Yay!
Yay!
Ding, 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 ding. So Greta Gerwig's Barbie and Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer both opened in theaters on July 21st, 2023. What was the name of the meme that emerged in the weeks leading up to their release?
Barbieheimer. Barbie Hyman. No. Not Hyman. Barbieheimer. Barbenheimer. Okay.
That's hilarious. Let's see. What morning TV show recently had a scandal because two of its anchors were having an extramarital relationship with each other?
The Today Show. The morning show. CBS Today.
No. Good Morning America.
Good Morning America.
I saw it on your face that you knew it.
I do. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good job. I'll give you two more. We'll go to 5. Who is the most followed person on Instagram?
Right now?
Britney. No. Cristiano Ronaldo, who has 500 million followers.
The soccer player?
The soccer player.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Did not know that. Does he still play soccer?
I believe so. You know, we already touched on the soccer thing. I know nothing about soccer. I know nothing about sports.
Football.
Weirdly, I just saw something about him this week talking about how he can't like go out in public. And this one time when he was like really young, him and a friend dressed up, like kind of wore costumes to go out to a nightclub.
Yeah.
And by the end of the night, like someone recognized him, but he like played it off. Huh. And he was like 18 or something. He was really young. And he had like never gone out before. What is Blake Lively's connection to the High School Musical movies?
Ooh.
We weirdly touched on this when she was in the box with her sister. I just gave it away. Let's see if you can connect it.
With the High School Musical?
With High School Musical. Blake Lively has a connection to High School Musical. What is it?
And it's something to do with her sister? Robin?
Okay.
Robin wasn't in High School Musical.
No.
Robin didn't date Zac Efron. I have no clue.
Her brother-in-law, who Robin is married to. She's married to actor Bart Johnson, who is the coach and dad of Zac Efron in High School Musical.
Oh, small world. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you, speaking of Zac Efron, have you seen the previews for the Von Erich movie?
I've seen pictures, but I haven't seen an actual trailer for it.
The trailer is so good because it's got Zac Efron and Jeremy Allen White from Shameless. Do you know the Von Erichs?
They're a family of wrestlers
from Dallas.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
Yes, they're a family of wrestlers from Dallas back in the early 80s. The Dallas Sportatorium, like their dad was a big wrestler, Fritz Von Erich, and then he had these massive wrestler sons, but tragedy struck them over and over and over. I went into a deep dive and watched like 3 biographies on the world of wrestling. And back then it was wrestling. Back in the Dallas Sportatorium days, it was wrestling.
They call it wrestling.
Wrestling, yeah. But 2 of the brothers killed themselves.
Why?
Mental issues.
Oh.
So sad. And the other brother found him, and it's a terrible, sad situation. There's only one Von Erich left. I think it's Kevin. But they were like really big deal back in the 80s. And they just, tragedy just struck over and over. Like they got onto drugs and...
Did they become like big wrestlers? Like
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, like wrestlers like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It was just as big as the Von Erichs.
Wow.
Yeah. It was really cool. I can't wait for the movie to come out.
Do you know when it comes out?
Christmas.
Doesn't sound like a Christmas family movie.
I think it's in Christmas. I think it comes out in December. Yeah. But it's going to be a good movie. And
oh my gosh.
Dallas people are going to be really excited because it started all here.
It's technically kind of like a part of Dallas history.
Yeah.
I will watch it only because it's Zac Efron. But his appearance looks very much like a Von Erich.
Well, the Von Erichs were not attractive men. They were not attractive. The dad
I've seen that picture comparing.
Yeah, they are not attractive, but they were really cool in the wrestling world. Yeah. It's going to be a good movie.
Did you see that Leonardo DiCaprio's new movie comes out this weekend? Or, well, it came out this weekend.
Yes, we went bowling yesterday, and we were at the film alley where the bowling alley and movies are.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, the Leonardo DiCaprio movie's already here. And I was like, oh, Taylor Swift's movie's here. And Dwayne was like, that's not a movie. It's a concert. I'm like, she's already busted record-breaking movie statistics. Yeah. And he was like, no, it's not a movie. It's a concert. It's a movie of a concert. I'm like,
but it's still a movie. It's a film.
Yeah. I'm like,
it's a concert movie.
I am enjoying this Taylor Swift phenomenon that has just taken over the world. I think it's amazing. I think it's so cool to watch.
You should go see it with me. I already watched it once, but I would see it again.
But I would be...
You can sit. A lot of people just sit.
Okay. Yeah.
Not everyone was like up dancing and singing.
Okay. Yeah.
We only got up for like a couple songs. And it was when like everyone kind of got up.
Yeah. That'd be cool to watch. Everybody just lose their shit over.
It was really cute to see like little girls like dressed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And wearing like their own versions of outfits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I liked that. I'm really wondering. So it's Killers of the Moonflower is the movie that Leonardo is in.
Flower Moon?
I literally am like looking at it and it says Flower Moon and I don't know why I read it backwards like that. That's ridiculous. Anyway, so I want to know how that's going to do compared to the Eras Tour. That's like still, topping the charts.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be like a really big movie for
we want to see it.
Leonardo and the director.
Martin Scorsese.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he'll get like an Oscar nom for it.
He should.
I think
He probably will.
It's now like Oscar
poised.
words or Oscar. I can't even think of the word. It's now Academy like film time or whatever.
Yeah. Season.
Yes. There we go. That's the word.
Yeah.
So, well, you got anything else?
No. What do you got going this week?
This week, I have nothing going, actually. I didn't even really do anything this past weekend. I ate pizza and watched The Fall of the House of Usher last night, and that was pretty much it. I have nothing planned today. I don't even remember Friday.
You had to babysit Friday.
Oh, that's right. I babysat Friday night.
Yeah. And the rest of the day, you're going to be editing this podcast.
Yeah.
I went bowling yesterday. We had so much fun. We bowled 4 games. I only made 1 game over 100, but I haven't been bowling in like 2 years, so I think it was pretty good.
How's your body feel?
Sore. My left butt cheek and my left hamstring, and then my right forearm. You would think I like worked out with the bowling ball, and all I did was walk up to the line and throw it.
How heavy was the ball?
9 pounds.
I mean, that's a workout. Is there an update on your jump rope?
Yes. I am still 50 consecutive jumps is still my highest.
That's still good.
But I can't.
Are you using that?
No, that stupid thing.
Okay, what happened?
Stupid thing we buy on TikTok. No, I went back to my original jump rope because as cool as it is to count the jumps, the actual rope isn't very heavy. So I feel like the rope needed to be heavier. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like it just
you weren't jumping.
Like if I would when I was jump roping, like it wasn't hard enough to come back down and hit the ground. It would just like fly in the wind practically. Oh. Yeah, the rope needed to be heavier, like a cord or something.
Oh.
So, but I'm still working on it. Jumped rope this morning. Worked out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I met with a photographer yesterday. That's what I did. I was
wedding
Brandon
update.
And I left the house, came back, left the house. I'm like, what were we doing all day?
You came here first.
I came here first. Yeah, that's right. I was here. And then, so we met with a wedding photographer, and then we decided to like go with this wedding photographer, and love her work. Super exciting. She's coming to Mexico with us. It's going to be fun. I think she's going to mesh very well with all the family that's there. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Yep. It made me a little more excited. And we also got connected with our offsite wedding coordinator. So I'm waiting for her. So I got like an email from like the actual resort.
Right.
And they're like, this is your coordinator. You should be hearing from her in like the next few days. I haven't heard from her yet. But I'm anticipating I will this week. So that's really exciting. I'm a little nervous. I've got nothing envisioned in my head. Literally, I was telling the photographer, I'm like, I'm so go with the flow. You tell me what to do and I'll be there. Like, and I think that's how it's going to be for this whole wedding. I'm like, I don't care. I want it to just be great. I want it to look great.
That's, hey,
you
go with the flow bride is always better than a bridezilla.
I'm a little nervous for like how unprepared and like, I don't know, just meh, I am about everything. Because I'm in a wedding group and there's a girl getting married like the week before me and her wedding is fully planned. She sent me like all of the things that she's using. And I was like, can
you just double this order, please?
I'm freaking out. You know, everybody has different taste and my taste did not match hers.
Oh,
but I mean, she literally had everything and we were like 9 months out at that point, maybe 10 months. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so far behind. I've done nothing. But anyway, it's whatever. It's fine. It's going to go great.
I'm here to help with whatever you need. It's the mother of the bride.
Yeah. I got nothing for you.
I'll tell you what you need.
Check. It's just going to be like 4 people and a photographer.
Yep.
We'll see. Well, so there will not be an episode next week.
Correct.
Why?
I am leaving town on Thursday. I am traveling to Oklahoma to see Chris Stapleton in concert and then crossing back through Texas to go to Albuquerque to see my brother and his wife, and they're going to be moving, so we're going to help them load up.
That's super exciting, and I hope you have a great trip. I'm really sad we won't be getting together, so I won't see you like all week. And
well, you have dinner this week.
Okay. I'll at least see you for dinner. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking I wasn't going to see you at all.
And it's Dwayne's movie pick, so who knows what we'll be watching. We did not discuss
what
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, we can touch on that before we end completely. So we had movie night, as we do every week. And this past week was my turn. And I knew I wanted to watch a Halloween, just weird movie, I guess. And my original pick was Practical Magic because it's for some reason like on the front page of Hulu. I'm seeing it.
I think that's
TikTok.
why I decided to watch it.
So I didn't tell them what movie I wanted. And when I got here, they had already watched Practical Magic.
Yeah.
And my backup movie was Halloween Town. But then I like just wasn't in the mood for Halloween Town. So then I settled on the Rocky Horror Picture Show because my mom has never seen it.
No, never.
And it's a cult classic.
I know it. But I have never watched it. That is the strangest movie, and I felt like I needed to be on drugs or maybe was on drugs. Definitely
they were on drugs when they wrote it. They had to be.
They were definitely on drugs. That is literally the strangest movie I've ever seen in my life.
Did you like anything about it?
Absolutely not.
You didn't like any of the songs?
No.
Not even
like that main song that everybody likes. What's that one?
The
Time Warp.
Yeah. Let's do
time. But I didn't even realize that was from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like I didn't even know that. Like that was before my time. The movie was made 2 years before I was even born, and it's terrible. Susan Sarandon is like 16 years old and in her bra the whole time. It's weird. It made me uncomfortable.
I mean, fair. I got nothing. I told you it was weird from the start, and it just got weirder.
You did. You said this doesn't get any better. Like, there's no plot.
It's just like a very big movie. It became a big phenomenon. I think everyone was on drugs at that time.
Yeah.
So it was just like the perfect movie.
And I think people get on drugs and like act it out now.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it still has a huge following. Everyone should see it once.
It's weird. I don't recommend watching it.
But I love musicals. I love songs.
Yes,
and I was over there doing
my
thing,
you did. You knew every song. And I was flabbergasted. My jaw was on the floor. I did not understand what was happening with these songs. It was weird. Weird.
I think my next one is going to be a musical too, when it comes back to my rotation. But do you know what Dwayne's picking?
No clue. No telling. He likes to surprise us.
Yeah, he probably has a few.
So I don't try to talk him out of it.
Movie nights are my favorite.
Mine
They're
too.
So fun.
I'm going to make chicken and dumplings.
Perfect. Sounds delicious already.
Yeah.
So anyway, that being said, no episode next week. Enjoy your time off to the audience, but whatever. Have a good 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Mom, have a good trip.
Thanks.
I'm going to be sad and lonely.
I know. But it's 4 days.
Yeah. 4 days too many.
I'm sure we'll be in frequent contact.
No, you're having too much fun.
Yeah, right. I'm going to be in the car most of the time driving.
Yeah.
Thank God Dwayne likes to drive. And I am a legit passenger princess. Like, I will be asleep before we leave Dallas.
Well, you'll have fun at the concert and you'll have fun with your brother.
Yes.
And sister-in-law. All right. Thank you for listening and tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And we'll have a little more structure going forward. So, Bear,
Supposedly.
you're the one who wasn't prepared this time. So stick with us. It'll get better. Stay tuned, I guess.
Have a great week.
Have a great week. Happy Monday to you all.
Love you.
Love you.